I'm looking at the total strikes here. You got more total strikes, same amount to the head. You were in control much
5
longer
minutes
than he
more
was.
Control time.
I mean, I didn't see the fight, and I'm sorry, but, I couldn't make it.
That's really all we need to hear from Fox News, right? What an admission.
But, I mean, it looks like you won on paper. Do you think now that you're a Trump supporter outwardly, this costs you fight?
Absolutely ridiculous framing.
I do believe that. I think they stacked the deck against us because they don't want we, the people, to have control of this country again.
How does Trump winning an election bar Covington from doing his best to win a belt in a fighting sport? This disconnect is preposterous.
And that's what Trump stands for. He stands for democracy.
He literally said he wants to be a dictator. That's not democracy, Colby.
And you know why I wanted to be a dictator? Because I want a wall. Right? I want a wall, and I want to drill, drill, drill.
He stands for freedom.
Except if you're a member of the LGBTQ plus community, or if you're a black voter, or how the Trump administration made it clear they want to strip citizenship from its people, or if you're peacefully protesting because he wants to send the military on you, or if you're kneeling for a cause, or how he showers other world leaders with praise when they crack down on religious liberty, or his praise on the mistreatment of the Uyghurs, or if you're a woman who has no bodily autonomy under this administration. I mean, we can go on and on about this.
So they're going to do everything they can to keep us down, from shadow banning us online, even if we're saying the truth. They're not going to let us, they're going to make us censored, not let the people see that. If it's in a judging position in a fight or any type of athletic sporting event, they're going to stack the deck against us. So it's a sad time in our country, but, we the people, we need to rise up, and we can't let this keep us down.
Let's also not forget, this was the same sports league that put together an entire documentary on Donald Trump. And they distributed it on their official website and their official YouTube channel and their official Facebook page. They promoted it on social media platforms. You can't say you lost because you're a Trump supporter when a majority of the entire league are Trump supporters. Henry Cejudo, cringe Triple C, champion, Trump supporter. Sean Strickland, very outspoken, thinks women should have limited rights, Trump supporter. Jorge Masvidal, huge Trump supporter. There have been many that have come and gone. The difference is they accepted defeat because they realized their skills were diminished. For Colby Covington, and I predicted this before, this is all he has left. He knows his time is dwindling. He also knows he lost that fight against Leon Edwards. Leon was cruising. He won 4 of 5 rounds. I did find it odd that the broadcast with Joe Rogan, DC, were saying that this is a bad look for Edwards in round 5. This is not how you want to go out. Guys, he was winning the fight handily. This wasn't Oscar de la Hoya against Tito, where Oscar's cruising for like 3 rounds and just running. This was a dominant performance by a dominant fighter. For Colby, he can't win the title. Yet the UFC will continue to promote him. Why? Because it helps their ratings, which also drives up revenue. The big talking point was what Colby said about Leon's mom. I'm sorry, his dad. And how it crossed the line. And a majority of UFC fighters thought it crossed the line. Yet, for this league, they love it. They salivate over it. Because that is the, in essence, UFC consumer. They like the conflict. They like stepping over the line. And they like the drama. You can have 2 of those 3 things. But when it gets personal like that, talking about dead relatives, it should never be allowed. He should be punished for it. But he won't. Of course not. Mainly, I think what we should look at when we examine the career of Colby Covington is someone who has realized that he just isn't that good. And what did he do when he realized he was not that good? He played up a character and made a ton of money through it. He has seen, all I have to do is put on a mask. I have to put on a disguise. I have to play up the dumb MAGA troll right-wing guy. And I'll continue to get praise. I'll get airtime. I'll get a new contract. I'll get in with a wannabe dictator's family where they're shouting me out. I'll get invited to places. And I'll make appearances on Fox News. He knows what he's doing. The problem and the difference is, through an objective lens, we all see through it. The ones who don't are the ones being conned.